Hi, my name is Sandra Ayala, and my book was Pancakes by Eric Carle. This book talks about a boy that wants to make a big pancake for breakfast, but his mother is too busy to make it for him, so he helps her. After every ingredient he asked to get, he would say, "Let's make a pancake." But his mother would add another ingredient and another ingredient, and he would make pancakes from scratch, essentially. So he would cut up the wheat, grind it, separate grains, and create the flour. He got an egg from the chicken coop, milked the cow, churned cream to make butter, made a fire, and grabbed a jar of jam to enjoy his pancake. Uh, they prepared everything and gave a step-by-step tutorial on how to make a pancake, which I thought was extremely useful. This is a fiction book. Although it has a lot of characteristics of a nonfiction, this never actually happened. It has a lot of realistic elements. None that is, there's no talking animals, there's no talking items. It's just mom and son talking and then the animals. Some weaknesses that I found in this book, it's maybe not is so much a weakness, but it's best suited for older kids. Some of the vocabulary is a little bit more advanced. For example, mill, sickle, flail, which I had to search it because I didn't even know. Shaft, flatstone, churn, things like that are very hard for TK Kinder, maybe even first, to understand. And another thing is the images. Some of them are a little hard to make out. Kind of like, maybe it'd be a little bit difficult for like a TK Kinder to know like that's a cat, because it doesn't really look like a cat. Or maybe the boy. Or some of the items in here, like the mill. Like they don't know what that is. And donkey they do know. Things like that they'd probably have trouble with discerning. Strengths, it's very detailed. It gives a step-by-step on what ingredients that you need, and then it gives a list and then steps, so first, second, third, of what to do. So it's extremely detailed. It's very well thought out, very specific. There's not too much going on, which I like. It's very simple in a sense, and I thought it was very interesting. The reason I chose this book was because it's not illustrated in a form that I normally see, because it's more blocky and it's not a solid color but many colors. That's not just straight yellow. It's a little bit of gold, it's a little bit of brown in the yellow, and I thought that was nice. A direct quote that I liked and that I chose was from page 4, and it is "I am busy and you will have to help me," she said. "How can I help?" asked Jack. I thought this was a very nice thing to show kids, that he had just gotten up from bed, and obviously he's hungry and he's tired, maybe a little bit, but his mom is working really, really hard, and she understands that she cannot handle making him breakfast in the way that he wants. So she asked for his help, and he, without complaining or without like trying to get out of it, he says, "How can I help?" Which I think is a very important manner to teach kids, to understand that when someone's tired, when someone says, "Can you help me?" they are willing to help and they are willing to give a hand. As far as classroom, I remember doing an activity when I was around, I think it was in 2nd grade, where we made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it was to show steps. So similar to the page that I had shown before, it gives a detail on what is needed, then a step-by-step what you need to do to make the actual pancake. So I would like to show kind of to explain what they're doing and actually do it. So we could do a step-by-step by anything. For example, for my little ones, maybe kinder, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, I would do what I did. So I would do a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So they would have to write down everything they need and then write a step-by-step instruction on how to make it. So what items do you need? A plate, a spoon, 2 pieces of bread, jelly, and peanut butter. And then what's the first step? Grab a spoon, dip it in the peanut butter. What's the 2nd step? Spread it on the bread. What's the 3rd step? So on and so forth until they complete the full sandwich. And then for my older kids, if I dare, I work with older ones and they love slime, so I could give them like liquid starch, glue, and then additives like maybe like charms or a spoon and a bowl, and they can explain to me what they need, what ingredients, how to make the slime, what do you pour first, what do you pour next, do you add this before and after, what happens if it's too runny or if it's too stiff, things of that nature. And I think it was really fun activity when I did it when I was younger, because you get to not only do something, but you know exactly what you're gonna do and you can explain it to another person. And it's nice to see the order of things, that this happens first, this has to happen second, and you're more organized. And I think it's also very important to show kids to be organized. So that is it. Pancakes by Eric Carle.